In the city of Lagos, where Amma was born, everyone knew everyone. Life was simple, and most people followed traditions that had been passed down for generations. But from the moment Amma was born, people whispered about her. Her mother noticed it right away. The baby's eyes weren't brown like everyone else's. They were bright blue, as clear as the ocean. At first, her mother thought it was beautiful, a gift from the ancestors. But when people in the village saw Amma's eyes, their reactions weren't kind. She cursed and elder muttered, "Blue eyes don't belong here. She'll bring bad luck." As Amma grew, the whispers turned into stares. People avoided her, crossing the road when she walked by. Kids her age called her names like cursed and witch. Some even threw stones at her, shouting, "Go away." Amma didn't understand why her eyes made people so angry or afraid. She tried to hide them by keeping her head down, but it never worked. The whispers always followed her. School was the hardest place for Amma. Nobody wanted to sit with her. During breaks, she sat alone in her chair, pretending she didn't care, but deep down, it hurt. The bullies never left her alone. Ach, the biggest boy in her class, loved to make her life miserable. "Look at her eyes," he'd shout. "Don't let her look at you, or you'll get sick." The other kids would laugh, and Amma would feel tears burning in her eyes, but she never cried in front of them. At home, her mom tried to comfort her. "Amma, your eyes are special," she'd say. "They're a gift, not a curse." But Amma didn't believe it. If her eyes were special, why did everyone treat her like she didn't belong? One day, a new girl named Adiz joined Amma's class. She was confident and cheerful, with a loud laugh that made everyone notice her. Amma kept her distance, thinking Adiz would join the others in teasing her. But to her surprise, Adiz sat next to her during lunch. "Hey, I am Adiz," she said with a big smile. Amma hesitated. "I'm Amma." Adiz tilted her head, looking closely at Amma's face. "Your eyes are so cool." Amma froze. "You think so?" "Of course. They're like the sky after it rains, so pretty." Amma didn't know what to say. Nobody had ever called her eyes pretty before. From that day on, Adiz stood by Amma's side. She didn't care about the teasings or the bullies. When Ach tried to tease Amma, Adiz stood up to him. "Leave her alone," she said firmly. "You're just scared because she's different." Ach didn't know how to respond. Nobody had ever defended Amma before. A few weeks later, the town held its annual festival. Amma never went, but this year, Adiz convinced her. "You can't hide forever," Adiz said. "Come on. It'll be fun." At the festival, Amma felt nervous. People stared at her, just like they always did. But Adiz stayed close, talking and laughing as if nothing was wrong. As they walked past a shop selling beads, an elderly woman stopped Amma. "My child," the woman said, her voice kind. "Your eyes, they are a blessing." Amma blinked in surprise. "A blessing?" The woman smiled. "Blue eyes are rare in these parts. They mean you're connected to the ancestors. Don't be ashamed of them. They are a gift." Amma didn't know what to say. All her life, people had told her the opposite, but the woman's words stayed with her. Adiz took a picture of Amma that day, the sunlight making her blue eyes shine even brighter. She posted it online, writing, "This is my best friend Amma. She's the most beautiful person I know." For years, people said she wasn't good enough because she's different, but her eyes are magic. The post spread like wildfire. Within days, Amma's picture was everywhere. People from around the world commented on how stunning she was. Fashion bloggers and photographers shared the photo, calling her unique and beautiful. At first, Amma didn't believe it. "Why would anyone care about me?" she asked Adiz. "It's because you're special," Adiz said. "The whole world can see it. Now it's time for you to see it too." One day, Amma's mom got a phone call from someone in New York. It was a representative from Zeba, one of the biggest fashion brands in the world. They wanted Amma to be the face of their new campaign. "Different is beautiful." Amma was scared. What if they don't like me when they meet me? She asked her mom. Her mom hugged her. They already like you. Now you just have to like yourself. A few months later, Amma found herself backstage at a massive fashion show. Lights flashed, cameras clicked, and the energy buzzed around her. She couldn't believe she was there. When it was her turn, Amma stepped onto the runway. The crowd cheered as she walked confidently, her blue eyes glowing under the lights. She wore a bold, colorful outfit that represented her culture, and her dark skin shimmered beautifully. As she reached the end of the runway, she paused, looking into the cameras. For the first time, she didn't feel ashamed of her eyes. She felt proud. The applause was deafening and people were screaming her name. After the show, Alma's face appeared on billboards, magazines, and TV ads all over the world. She became a global icon, a symbol of how beauty comes in all forms. But for Alma, the best part wasn't the fame. It was knowing she had finally found her place in the world. One day, during an interview, a reporter asked her, "What would you say to the people who used to call you cursed?" Amma smiled softly. "I'd thank them, because their words made me stronger. And now, I see what my mom always told me: my eyes are a gift." As she walked out of the studio, Amma thought about the little girl she used to be, the one who hid from people. If only she could tell that girl what she knew now. Being different wasn't something to fear, it was something to celebrate. And now, the whole world could see it too.